So this is very beginner friendly. Number 1. Number 2, very informative. Number 3, very inexpensive. So I'm giving you, like, say if you were starting, like, I want to do a full face, just a full face. I'm not really into makeup. I just want a full face. This is the perfect video.
Bye.
So, hi you guys, it is your girl Aggie J, and welcome to my channel. So, yeah, I'm in my walk-in closet just recording this video because I have like stands, built-in stands. So I'm looking like, just prop it on the stand. We could do this, but turns out I don't have really good lighting up in this room. But I'm here now. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial because it's going to be really informative. Although it might not be the best of quality because of the light, it is quality still because I'm dropping these gems on you, sis. My first step is always priming the face. So I'm going to prime my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is a good primer. Okay. So we are done priming. Since this is beginner friendly, I'm gonna start off with my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna shape my brows up. This is not gonna be a brow tutorial, you guys. I am not you girls. I should start saying that. You girls. Doing that helps a lot of people instead of like just drawing it, because you don't want that beginning of your brow being too harsh, because this is an everyday makeup look. We're not going for a full face glam, but we are going for perfection. Okay, sweetie. This little bad girl, you probably heard me rave about this, but I use this a lot when I travel because look at it, that's why. But yeah, so we're gonna carve out our brows with this. Also, you can see that it has the contour shade in here for later on when we contour. So yeah, this is a smart thing to have. It has a color corrector as well, so that is 3 things already that you may need in your face routine that's already packaged in one. So this is why I chose this. This is very good, and it comes in for the lighter complexions too. I just always get deep because baby. But yeah, I'm gonna carve out my brows now. But yeah, you always want to try to pick a color that's similar in shade. Also, if it is not similar in shade, you can just mix them because we have a palette with extra shades in there that you can just mix. I'm gonna show you. And carving out brows is really simple. You just have to like know how you want your eyebrows. But if you just get them arched, you can just follow the guideline of whoever arched your eyebrows. But now it's time to make the inner color on the back of my hand, which makes it a whole lot easier because you know you got it when it matches the back of your hand like that. Yeah, that dead on, baby. If you ever find that you have an unsteady hand though for carving out brows, you can just like lean on the face and then it'll give you that stability. I'm gonna finish carving out my brows and then we'll get back into the nitty gritty. All right, so I'm back and I'm better. I decided to take it out of the closet and come into my room and just sit in front of my patio. So we could get some more light, shed some more light on the situation, of course, and let's really get this face. Now it comes to product number 3, which is what made me decide to do this, because if you do not know about Real Techniques, you are asleep, honey. These are the best, most affordable brushes that you can ever purchase, and this is a full face set. So this was $14, I believe. $14 freaking dollars. Let's open it up. So I'm just gonna take the RT 300 brush and blend that concealer that we put on our eyes. As you can see, that the concealer that I made is all gone. It doesn't even look like it's there, because baby, I'm a mathematician when it comes to matching that skin. Not just my skin, everybody's skin. Now we're gonna move on to the face. This is a Real Technique sponge. You want to wet it and have it damp. When you do this, it should not be any water coming up out of it. You cannot just run water on this and it gets this big. You have to squeeze it, and then it'll get this big. But it has to grow. If your beauty blender or Real Technique sponge does not grow, that means you have not properly saturated it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back into item number 2 and Skin Correct. So I'm just gonna take my finger and put this where I feel like it belongs. This is a more subtle orange too, so you won't have to worry about it going through your makeup if you like do a really thin makeup routine or a really light makeup routine, or if you like using BB creams or like face tints and not really foundation. You can actually really blend this out with your finger. All right, so I have blended that in. I'm gonna go ahead and with my foundation, which is the Tarte for right now. I put my foundation in the following places, because that's just how I like to do my makeup. It looks really good that way. You don't have to do this, sweetie. And I'm gonna take the Real Techniques You also want to carry that on your eyelid, because that's going to play as our eye primer. Don't leave your eyes without makeup, because you'll definitely tell the difference. I always do a hand check, because you never want your foundation to be a very different color from your hand, because your hand is your safe place, because your hand is likely going to have every color that is on your body on your hand. So I have, that's my pigmented portion of my body. Here's my lightest, and here's where like my actual skin tone, my actual real skin tone comes into play. So you always want to just check that, because you gotta have at least one of the 3 colors that's on your hand, closest to one of those. Okay, so I brought me some more Fit Me concealer in the color tan, just because I was missing the Fit Me concealer. The Fit Me concealer is really, really good. You should get you some. Yeah. So when I'm doing an everyday face routine, I don't use that much concealer. So now I'm gonna go in with the NYX, and I just place my contour where I want it. Where most people go wrong with contouring, they don't put it in the right spot. I'm gonna contour a lot on my forehead, because we got the real forehead out, sweetie, okay? And baby girl, she's big. So, also get underneath there. Also get underneath there. And of course, my chin. So now you can either use this little pretty brush, which it blends it out really good, or you can either use your Real Techniques to blend. I'm gonna do one side. I'm gonna do each side with each, just to show you. You always want to start with your ends like that. You want them the most blended out. And then take that color up on your lid as well. Like literally just the lid, don't go too far up. That's how you create a natural eye. Alright. So now, with the sponge, you always take the little cute little part because you want accuracy here. So we're still matching that hand like we supposed to, baby. Now to like blend in our contour, I'm gonna take our foundation brush. So really quickly, I'm gonna give you the motions of concealing, contouring correctly. So you always want to press up, never down. If you press down, you'll elongate the face and you'll make it look really muddy and horrible. Your cheek area, and then push back when you're blending on your forehead. Okay, sweetie, setting is your life when it comes to makeup. Always somehow set, because that's gonna give you a better makeup experience. 1,000. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with the Black Opal True Color Soft Velvet Finishing Powder and the number 400 in the color medium. This has been a long time favorite of mine. I've been really loving this powder for a while because it just doesn't disappoint. It's really good for the melanated people. You dip in, you dust off, of course, and then you just press into the skin. And you want to make sure you're completely blended before you start this process. So I'm going to blend out my lid over here with this sponge because it just needs to be blended out, honestly. And then go back into this setting powder. I'm going to show you how to do this with the beauty blender. So this side of the face, you're going to dump your beauty blender in there. We're still using the point because that's very important. You can tap your beauty blender, but you need to blow it because it still has a lot of stuff on it. So just give it a light blow, and then, you see that? Like it already starts like giving you a heavier result. So like if you like, know what you're doing and like that heavier result on your powder, the sponge is probably definitely the best option. As you can already see, I'm getting in. So I'm not even gonna do any more on there because this sponge don't play. We're gonna take out our RT400 brush and just literally dust away everything. To make sure everything is blended, you can go in with this foundation brush, which is the RT200, and just make sure that everything is pressed in, looking gorgeous. So I'm clearly going out of that, but yeah. See you girls later. Be good to yourself, sweetie. Be absolute good, okay? I think that's all I gotta say.